Hey guys, and welcome back. I know it's been a while since we've discussed anything, but between school, the state of our world, and watching the entirety of Dragon Ball, I was a little busy. If you haven't seen Dragon Ball, then you definitely should give it a try, but just to catch you up, the story starts with a little boy named Goku who searches the world and fights evil in the pursuit of 7 magical balls. Goku is actually part of an alien race called the Saiyans, and they look just like you and me except for one key physical feature. They have a tail. And you see, this got me thinking. Well, we used to have tails, and by we, I mean both our evolutionary line in addition to you and I. So, why don't we have tails now? Let's talk about that. In order to properly dive into this, we first need to have a little history lesson. The first true mammal lived about 160 million years ago. It was called, and I'm sorry for any mispronunciation, the Juramaia, and its closest living relative today is a shrew. But don't let that fool you. All living mammals are actually direct descendants from this shrew-like creature. Fast forward to about 75 million years ago, and our ancestors are now a pseudo-ape-like creature known as the, once again, sorry for mispronunciations, the Plesiadapis. You see, these guys looked a lot like monkeys, and in them, we start seeing the foundation for apes. About 30 million years ago, and skipping a few traceable steps, we have our last permanently tailed ancestor, the Agiotopithecus, which is also known as the Egyptian monkey because of where it was discovered. These little guys looked a lot like New World monkeys and still had a tail. But only 5 million years and one evolutionary stage later, our ancestors, the proconsul, does not have a tail. Why? Well, your guess is as good as mine. But some scientists believe that this is actually around the time that apes started to diverge from monkeys. You see, all apes are actually tailless, and all apes can also be bipedal. Coincidence? I think not. You see, in order to use our hands more effectively, we had to make some sacrifices. One of which was our level of efficiency when moving on all 4 limbs. This meant that our hips had to narrow a bit and our body orientation had to change. And because of this orientation change, a full tail just simply wouldn't fit. You see, tails work on 4-legged critters because the tail goes behind the body, assisting in balance. But when on 2 legs, the tail would actually just be going down in between your legs, not providing balance and just getting in the way. We still actually have tails today. They're just really tiny, and we call them our coccyx. We actually even have full tails for a little while in the womb. From around the 10 to 19 week mark of womb development, I would say we have full tails. It is only around the 20-week mark that the tail absorption begins to turn that temporary tail into a coccyx. So, why do we still have tails in the womb? Well, we actually have all sorts of weird things while in the womb, including even gills, and all of which are just reminders of our history on this world. We don't come out of the womb with these ancient body parts, but they're still a part of our DNA. We just don't need them anymore. So our body gets rid of them. So, why did we lose our tails? I don't know. Nobody really knows. But we have a pretty good idea. Would you like to literally walk with a tail in between your legs?